Sally, and today I'm going to show you 3 really simple DIYs that I'm making for a challenge that I'm joining next week. It's a tropical vibes challenge for a tablescape, and I'm just going to show you 3 of the little things that I'm doing to get ready for that. Sometimes you ask me, how I create my floral arrangements and that sort of thing, so stick around to the end and I'm going to show you how I create this over the top. I'm a maximalist, so come back and I'll show you what I do to create that. Alright, so the first thing I want to do today is I want to make my little napkin rings. So a couple of things opened in Ontario now. I have to be honest, the Dollar Trees have been open the whole time, but I haven't been. So I went last week to the Dollar Tree and I was looking for stuff for this challenge actually, and I found these little wooden cutouts, and I thought, well, they'll be perfect for napkin rings that I want to create. And I also found a pack of these very inexpensive. These things in Canada are $1.25 for 6. This whole pack was $1.25. I had some of this bling left over, that I've had forever. And I also just happened to have some soft green ribbon in my stash. So to create these, all I did was I painted the bottom of the pineapple pink and the top green, and then with the tropical trees I did the top green and the bottom pink. And the paint that I used, again from the Dollar Tree, it's great paint, okay, just a green and a pink. And then after they were dry, I put some Mod Podge on them, and then I sprinkled them with this little iridescent glitter. You know that I love iridescent things. So to put this together now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to find a seam, because these do have seams because they're plastic. Just going to take my little glue gun, put a little tiny bit of glue on it, and then I'm simply going to glue the ribbon around. The glory of these inexpensive little napkin rings is that you can do whatever you want with them. When I do things like a challenge, or if I'm preparing for a party or something, and if it's not going to be stuff that I'm going to be using over and over again, I really do like to go to the dollar store, go to the Dollar Tree, and find things that I can use for a party and make it work. And of course, when I came home, because I wasn't sure really what I was going to do, I looked down in my ribbon stash and I found this ribbon, and I thought, ooh, that works perfectly with what my plan is for next week. And I really hope you come back next week to take a look at what I have planned. I think you're going to like it. I know I'm really excited to participate in this. I have really fun summer dishes, that I use all summer long. We have a pool, so I don't allow anything to go outside that is made out of glass. Everything has to be plastic. So I am going to use my outdoor dishes indoors. Our yard isn't quite ready to set up a tablescape, but look at how easy that is. Then I'm just going to take this, and this is incredibly easy, pull off the paper backing. Now the glory of this is that it already has sticky stuff on it. So all I'm going to do now is place this around, cover up the seams, and then I'm going to take my little pineapple, put a little E6000 glue on the back. I like to use E6000 and hot glue together, especially if I want stuff to stay. The E6000 glue does take a little bit of time to dry, so if you use hot glue with it, in no time you have a little napkin. It's absolutely adorable. Look at it, done. A little coat of paint, a little bit of glitter, a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of glitz, and I have the napkin rings done. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these really pretty little pineapple plates that I bought at the Dollar Tree as well. They come in a variety of colors. Of course, you know me, I love the iridescent ones, but they come in pink and they come in green and they come in gold and maybe other colors that I just don't know about. But I thought they were really pretty, and I thought not only could you use them to serve food on, maybe a salad plate or whatever, you could certainly also use them for decor. So what I love about them is the texture here, and what I don't love about them for decor is that this piece is so flat. There's no texture here. I mean, there's just a little bit of, you know, almost an indentation, but there's really no texture. I want to make it have some texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to take the Mod Podge and I'm just going to paint inside here. I'm going to have my husband come in so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm painting over the interior leaves with some Mod Podge. That's all I'm doing. And this, I mean, you couldn't use these for food once you do this, but you can certainly use them for decor. And no, you're not going to see these on my plates, you know, as salad plates, at least not done like this. You're certainly not, because again, I wouldn't want to give anybody the impression that you could use these for food once we're done. All right, so all I'm going to do, and this is so easy, I'm going to take my little catcher. Look at these little iridescent beads. Look how pretty they are. Again, Dollar Tree in Canada, $1.25. I'm just going to take some of these beads now and sprinkle them on the top, and they stick to this Mod Podge beautifully, and in no time you have something with just a little more dimension that you can use for your decor. So this one is finished. Look at how these beads pick up the pinks and the greens all in here. So pretty. So to make this floral arrangement, and again, I'm not sure if it's going to go on the table or if it's going to go somewhere else. You'll have to see. I'm just going to start with a variety of florals. Now, I have to tell you that when I went to the Dollar Tree looking for florals for this particular arrangement, the only thing they had that I thought would even remotely work were lilies. But I thought, you know what? I can make these work. Everything else I already have. These are from Michael's. All of this stuff is from the dollar store. My daughter bought this stuff last year for our grandson Tennyson's third birthday party. He had a safari birthday, so I asked her if I could just borrow it. She just had it in a bag. So most of this is just repurposed stuff. So I like to start with, when I'm using florals, I like to start with a vase that you can't see all of the stems. So I have this really pretty iridescent vase, and I'm just going to begin by placing these two sort of offset each other. Okay, so that's how it's going to begin. Then I'm going to take these pretty, notice they're green and gold and they're really lovely. And I'm going to have the gold part come out so that if it's at my table, then the guests would see the gold part. And I'm just going to pop those around. Once I have placed these in, these are nice and tall, I'm then going to go in and I'm going to grab these lilies, which, you know, we're going to pretend they look like hibiscus. And I'm going to start with my pink ones because you know how I love pink. And I'm just going to start placing these in randomly. So I've got my pinks and my whites, my pinks, a little bit different one, and I'm just sort of putting these in so that they do stand out a bit. Because I do want people to see them, but I don't want them to think that they're lilies. So you know what? They kind of look like hibiscus to me. Now I'm going to take these fun things here, and notice I've got some green and some white, and I'm just going to pop these in to give a little bit more drama. I just think these things are so cool. I remember when our daughter Jennifer found them, I said to her, oh, we'll have fun with those. We had so much fun preparing for his birthday party last year. If you haven't seen that video, I will certainly, link it to this video so you can take a look at it. Really most of that magic, although I helped her with the decor, she did a lot of the magic entirely on her own. She's got it, that girl of mine, she's got it. So let's pop that one in, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take these ferns, and I just happen to have a couple of these. I thought, well, you know what, they can go in too. Give it just a little bit more texture in the middle. That's what I thought it needed, was a little more texture. So I just went down to my stash and grabbed those. And then these fun ferns that are very variegated in color. I mean, she only paid $1 for this stuff. Just pop these around. Make the magic happen. That's what I always say. We can make the magic happen. So this is the finished product. Over the top, I know, but you already know I'm an over the top maximalist. There's a way to make anything work. You just put your mind to it. Since I couldn't find hibiscus, since I couldn't find anything else that what I would call really, tropical, I thought I'll just make this work. And look at how pretty it all looks. So lovely. I hope you come back next week so you can see my Tropical Vibes tablescape. And until next time, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and share this video with people who love decor and entertaining as much as we do. Let's hope we can entertain soon in these COVID times. Bye-bye.